Okay, hello again. This is part 2 of using Skrollr and design. What I'm going to be doing this time is looking at how we move the objects around the page. Okay, I'm going to do one of these inspect elements so I can see details of what goes on my page. Okay, so each one of these I'm clicking on, you can see it gets selected on the main screen. And what I'm looking for is exactly that. Each one calls my date. Underneath that is my title, and underneath that is a paragraph. You can see if I move the mouse over it where they are. Watch the data changing. You can see as I'm coming down, the opacity is changing. The location, the translate location for the H1 is changing. You can't really see. Let's go down the screen a little bit so you can see the paragraph. And that's the transform is changing. See the numbers going up and down until it reaches 170 for the paragraph. And then all three of those things are in place by the time my scroller has reached a particular point, the 500 pixel point, I believe it is, whatever it was on my screen. And you can see where this is coming from. Here's my date, this is my title, and underneath that's the paragraphs. Those are the three objects, each one of which is independent, and each one of which has a position fixed in the style sheet. And they all data start is 0 when my scroll bar is at the very top. And you can see I've set the opacity to 0 for that, and for my title I've set the position to be 600 pixels over and 1550 down. So if I come over here, you can see 600 pixels over is where I want to be, and 1500 pixels is way below, so it's not going to be apparent. Then when I reach 100 pixels down the screen, this thing will have reached up to 100. This title, or the date and the title, will have got to 100, and the opacity for my date will have gotten to 1. And when I reach 300, which is another 200 pixels further down, the paragraph will move from 1550 up to 170. All right, and there's that 170 mark, which is right where I want it to be. All right. And when I get to 400, yeah, it's going to still opacity 1, and that 400 is going to start disappearing. But just those two lines to get it from below the screen to the right position on the screen. All right. And that's again the design, and you can see that's coming from this animation screen, just telling me when these numbers matter. Now I've reached the 400 point. I'm going to go from this. It's going to start to fade. All right. So see at 400 goes to 0.4, and it's 0.4 all the way down. That's from 400 to 500. 500 stays at 0.4. All right. But that 100 pixels coming down during the transition, and you'll be able to see nothing else is going to move when that happens. It's going to stay at 250 and 100 pixels, which is its position on the screen, its original position on the screen. So nothing moving at the moment. Alright, and when it's all done, it's going to go to minus 800, which 800 negative numbers are above the top of the screen. So you're going to see that going all the way to the top. So I come down. There we go. Everything's in place. Okay, the second thing's coming in. It's faded out nicely. So I expect it, and it goes above the top and disappears. So that 800 is working just the way it's supposed to. Okay, you'll notice this text here is sliding off to the corner. It's not going straight up. It just goes off to the right, or to the left. Sorry. So now I've changed it to 250, and that goes straight up and down. So I fixed that little bug that I had. It's shouldn't have been 0 here. It should have been 250. And now everything is in place. And it's just a matter of doing the same things over and over again, and you start noticing that the same number is coming up over and over again. So you get that pattern, and you keep with it.